Right, well, the first video of the new year. Yeah, so I've been pretty busy since the last video working on this. It's been a while since you've seen it. I think it was October was the last time you saw this van. But since then, basically the two big jobs that I've done, all the stickers, which I got courtesy of Stickies. Thank you very much, mate. Absolute legends. All my logos on the visor. We got the 10th anniversary on the bonnet cover itself. And then around the back, we got in the rear windows my little logo and little emblem. So yeah, that was all brilliant, thank you very much. And the other big job was the wiring. Now of course, lots of lights on this van, lots and lots of wires to connect. I knew it was going to be a lot. There's a lot of stuff to fit in it. If you remember correctly, I've split the van into 3 internal sections: front, middle and rear. The front and the rear are openable, with the doors, and you can see inside them, and try to make it as neat and tidy as possible, and as presentable. The middle one is where all the chaos lives, and I'll show you that in a second. But I had to fit quite a lot in there. I've got the beer unit, the ESC, the speaker, the battery, and the receiver, all in there. So yeah, now I'm not known for neat wiring, alright? So do not freak out, alright? This works, and it's hidden. Right now you can't see any of the wires, can you? So there's no problem. But in here, you've got the beer unit, the ESC's just there. You can see that red anodized material. Batteries under here, it's just a 2200 2-cell LiPo, obviously a speaker, which is on this 3D printed mount that Sam made me. The receiver is there, up there, look. And then here I've got the master switch for the beer unit, which goes through this fuse, and then that's the button for the ESC power. So yeah, it all works, it fits in there, it's out of sight, yes, alright, it's not tidy, but hell, nothing I build's tidy. There you go. So the van is working on this. Now this is my new favourite budget radio, I guess you could say. It's the FlySky FS-ST8, alright? It's the upgraded version. I think it's a fantastic piece of equipment. It's £75, that's what it cost me on AliExpress. You got 12 channels, S-Bus support, the sticks are spring loaded, both horizontal and vertical, your steering and all that. The reason I say that is because the other popular radio, which is the this thing on the screen, I've forgotten the number, that one you've got to put a spring kit in it, whereas this one comes with the springs already in it. And you've got shoulder triggers. So basically you've got 12 channels, S-Bus support, spring-loaded sticks, shoulder triggers, good software, 75 quid. And it's a nice unit. It feels good in the hand. It's not like that Carson thing where you think you're going to snap it. It is a nice weight to it. Good software on it. You've got quite an intuitive little screen. It's not touch screen, but it doesn't matter. You can go through all the settings. Obviously this one's set to WK10 DJP. So that's the van. And I'm using this S-Bus setup, so 11 of the channels go through the beer unit, and then the 12th channel is for the beacon bar on the roof if I hit the switch. So yeah, so if you're thinking about getting into a hobby, or if you're just getting a new radio, you're thinking about getting a new one, I'd highly recommend these. I think they're great. This is the upgraded one with the triggers up here. So I put my horns on it, turn the volume up. So I like these triggers because I keep my thumbs on the sticks at all times, and I like to be able to quickly activate horns or the headlight flashing if I do, I think it's this one. And the other horn. So I like to be able to do that without taking my thumbs off the sticks. Anyway, enough talking about the radio, you want to see the van. Lights, so you got all your marker lights, low beam, high beam, spotlights, and back again. If I put the hazards on, you can see obviously front headlight indicator, and these 3 flash, same on the other side. If I turn the van around, you can see obviously the indicators in the back. If I go into reverse, the reverse light should come on. There you go. So you can see the white lights in the actual light clusters themselves, which is pretty good. You can turn out that, and then if you've got epilepsy, I'd look away right now because it gets quite flashy. You've got the strobe lights in the top bar, the side bars. I'll show you the front in a minute. You've got normal strobe like that, or I've got the hyper mode, which is this sort of really quick flashing. in conjunction with the beacon bar, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not going to lose it in the dark, I'll put it that way. There you are. So that's side to side, and then if I turn that off, and I've got these on the button on the back of the radio, because the radio's got buttons on the back as well. So you've got plenty of options to assign your channels to whatever control suits you. But you got that, and I can put the beacon bar on, and it's a bit bright and in your face, you know, so I like that a lot. And yeah, it works really well with the trailer. I'll put a picture up. The trailer hitches on, and obviously at each side of the hitch you've got a plug. So there's 2 plugs down here, look, and then you just plug it in and it works really well. No problems there. You've got marker light, indicator, reverse, tail light, all on the trailer. Lovely. So of course you've got the blue lights as well. Now this is obviously all the underglow, and as you can see I've illuminated the rear sort of window areas, I guess you could say, with my logo and my little 10th anniversary emblem. And then inside of course you've got the Mercedes logo that lights up in the back, and then in the front section you've got that Mercedes little symbol above the seats there, so that lights up nicely as well. It looks really good at night. Obviously it's more effective at night. Blue is a bit a funny colour on camera, which is what I've learned, but yeah, it looks really cool. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with it. And of course you've got the engine noise as well. So I've put some songs on it. I won't play them because I'll get done for copyright, but yeah, that's basically the van. It's a lot of work for some lights, but it looks cool. And yeah, I've seen better, I've seen worse. I think my paintwork's let it down a bit, but it is what it is. I can't do much about that now. But yeah, and all that lives in a flight case. I've got the van, the trailer, and the radio all in this flight case that was made for me by Dan. So that's a really good unit, especially when you start spending stupid money on stuff. You want it to be well protected in storage and transit. So, but overall, that's the van. It's pretty straightforward. It drives nicely. I got to do something about the turning. The left, it turns right really well, but left is a bit limited. So I'm gonna have to do something. I'm calling this thing finished. Obviously, just got some quality of life stuff to do now. But when I start using it, I'll learn what to improve and what to change, when and where. So anyway, thank you for watching. I know this video is a bit chaotic, I do apologise. I've had a very long week and I've got lots of other stuff to do. Yeah, excuses to not do as much modelling as I did before, but I will try and upload when I can, so thank you for understanding. And yeah, the next video, I really quickly need to do my dad's trailer for his night hauler. That should be a 2-week job maximum. I'm going to try and get that done starting next week. And then once I've done that, I can move on to something a bit more substantial. I've got a pretty cool project behind me that I want to get on with, but yeah, you can see this is it looks pretty cool. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.